Hey everybody, I want to just kind of go through a couple of these CS Fair web designs that people have done in the past. I'm not going to go through all the pages. You kind of get a feel for their look right off the bat. So we've got quite a few of them. Of course, some people try to suck up to me, put my picture there. This is a very nice one. I'm biased. Actually, I don't like my picture, but here, to be honest, I don't really like the roundedness of this. Maybe a little bit too much rounded corners. Um, yeah. This here, 2017, on the fair side is off to the side. And if they didn't like it, they could always just get rid of it as part of their redesign. Here they put it way over to the right. Another nice site here. It looks pretty good. Not as obvious, that hover effect. I'd probably make it a little bit bigger. Almost looks like this one. Similar background design. I also don't want to give away too many different things. Very subtle in that hover effect. I think I might beef that up a little bit, but nice design. This is design that overall people voted in. You'll see it is the setup we're using more or less for the CS Fair this year. Another nice clean design. I think it's got some issues. I'm not crazy about the brightness of the green. Okay, here's a little bit. I like this green a little bit better. I think it starts off well. Got that sticky header or nav, though I think it's a fun feature to play around with. I probably would have just kept the nav at the top. Another nice design. Actually, I think they're all nice for the most part. It is held in December, so a little bit of snow is not a bad thing. But just to give you kind of an idea of different things that people have done, you can always actually at the CS Fair, we'll just go to the current design at the moment. So here's the fair design that's been chosen for this year. What happened was we took all of the CS142 redesigns and put them up to a vote. People chose the top three, and then the top three were then voted upon faculty, and this is the one that they chose. I like the design. I guess it wasn't my top choice, but it's still a good design. But I just wanted to point out, you can look at some of the old designs that we've had over the years. There's 2003 when we started. Kind of crazy. I'm missing the wrong button. 2014. Kind of, the jQuery slider jumped into the scene at that point. Got a nice balance of, white space and text, easy enough to read. 2015, we went with a one-page layout for the most part, with different backgrounds on each page, or each section of the page, though not all pages are technically in here. It's really just the home, judges, and sponsors. The about, projects, schedule, and gallery are all different. Now let's see. Oops, got to back up. And then 2016 was very similar. Didn't make a whole lot of changes that particular year, I don't think. And then it just brings us back up to 2017, where we're at today. So you're going to want to go through and you're going to want to look at all of the styles we have. This does use Twitter Bootstrap, so it presents quite a few issues. A lot of div tags. You can't change the HTML, you just have to go with what's there. If there's something really funky, feel free to post a comment in the discussion board. It might be some HTML that I can change. The HTML has actually been created by about 12 different people. Just to let you know how sometimes these projects get big. These images do need to be resized. They shouldn't load that slow. If we view this particular image, I guess it's not too bad. So I guess that one is okay. It just seemed to load slow on my computer for some reason. And judges, at the moment there's only one judge, me, but there will be up to 30 judges, and there's only one sponsor, the college. Of course, there'll be a bunch of sponsors. One of the things to keep in mind about the sponsors is they pay money to have their name up here. The more they pay, the bigger their sponsorship is, and so they want to advertise it more. The judges, just at the judges page and sponsors. Then we get to the project page. A couple of things we have going on is this will list all of the projects. These color codes are important. They mimic the color of the paper that it shows up here on the judging booth. We can't change it. It is what it is, so it's out of our control. And we don't want to lose that color coding. Okay. At the moment, research projects is the same color as advanced projects, but we'll probably try to choose a new color at some point. I guess, in fact, it's probably better to look at an old fair in that case. So if we look at projects, here they're color coding this category here, but there could be other ways you could actually identify what category the project is in. Okay, if you actually just choose like advanced projects up here, it sorts it, and it should, it doesn't. It should have only showed you, it doesn't come from a database anymore. So the current fair, that would show only the current, would only show the advanced projects. Okay, but that color coding is something you can't get rid of. It has to stay. It's beyond our control. The schedule page is very similar. We've got the layout maps so everybody can find where they go. There's some color coding in here. Whether we need it or not, I don't know. Maybe there's a better way to do the color coding. And then the gallery pages. Remember, you've got a list of images you can choose from, and what you need to do is you need to pick the images that you want to display here. Okay? These are loading really slow. So is that because they're too big? Yep, these are way too big. These need to be resized, and the team has not gotten a chance to do that yet. Okay. If you haven't been to the CS Fair, though, by the way, here's kind of what it looks like. You got students set up here with all their different projects, all the different categories. They walk around. Businesses are set up at various tables, and they have different things that they're displaying, and they're looking for people to hire, is generally why they're here at the fair. So definitely make sure you come prepared for that to talk to people. Mostly what it is you come in and you present your project, and you present it with enthusiasm, and when they come by, they're going to be interested in talking to you. Don't forget to visit their tables, of course. All right. So those do need to be resized, but you pick the images that you want, and you resize them so they're not quite so big. Okay. One of the projects, what they did is on the projects page, they actually implemented a JavaScript search right here. They implemented it. They did a very nice job on that, so that's something you're always welcome to do as extra. You want to make sure you point it out to us that you're doing that, otherwise we might not notice. Everybody will have a chance to vote on everybody else's projects to see what everybody thinks, and I'll have that up and ready at some point near the end of the semester, so you can do that. Okay, so there's just a large sampling of different projects. Kind of what you have to go through. They've done every single page. Okay. In various assortment of ways. And like I said, I really don't want to look at all the pages because I don't want to bias you on what you're doing. I think you can get a feel for it. It's a lot of work. Break it up and spend some time and make sure you follow all of the principles. Maybe what you can do is your usability test could say, you're a business and you want to find a particular project, either an advanced project or maybe a web design project. Can you find one on this website? You're presenting, or you're a student and you're presenting your project and you've lost the email that you were told not to lose, and you want to try to find out where your table is. Maybe they could go through the website and try that. So a couple different things you can think about for your usability testing. Okay, and overall, have fun working on this project, and anything you create this year, so this project included, or your final project for this class, not this project, but your final project could be used to enter it into the fair.